Good morning, Internet. Welcome back to the Doomed Rat Nest. Doomed Rat Nest. As you can see, we got a little mini base going. I'm just now getting the suit docks full. I just moved my dupes in here. Their stress was going up, but now that they've got bedrooms and rec rooms, they're all happy. So here's the situation. This planet, no water. I've got a natural gas geyser, and yeah, that's it. I can get oxygen, kind of. I've got power from natural gas, metal volcanoes, and the uranium biome, radioactive biome. This planet, no water source other than a natural gas geyser. So, yeah, getting water and food over here is going to be a priority, but I found my infectious polluted oxygen vent is in between 3 metal volcanoes. So, because of that, I'm going to ignore that and combine all 3 metal volcanoes into one tamer, get all my metal out. There is plenty of polluted water on here. I'm not going to run out anytime soon. But we are going to need some ranchers and probably pips over here. Do I want to hire somebody here? Slow learner is no. Decreased construction is no. Nah, we'll just print out some water. Yeah, tight little mini base. I'm going to plan on getting 4 dupes in. Back over here, we've got a couple of new dupes that are training up. And I didn't want to turn this on until I got you guys back here. So this is down to a vacuum. It's all nice and sealed in. I just used the pump trick and then closed the door. Okay, why is there no hydrogen in there? Because I didn't hook up the pipe. That would be why. Okay, so if you are above -190. What I want to know, and I don't think I've ever done this, is what happens to polluted oxygen when you liquefy it? I'm assuming it just turns into oxygen, because I don't think there is a polluted liquid oxygen button, or material. So this should get down to liquid oxygen level, and then I'll crank it the rest of the way down for hydrogen. But we've got to wait before we get there. Over here, we are growing some slicksters. I've got some molten larvae. Oh, I thought I killed you, but this is exactly why I don't want the molten larvae, is I don't want the petroleum on top. You attack. Yeah, I did kill it, but apparently it made petroleum beforehand. So for molten larvae, you gotta keep their body temperature below 100 and above 60. And my petroleum's a little warmer than that. So I'm feeding my petroleum out that way. And we'll let this cool down, and then I'll swap it back and forth. I'll probably put in some temperature regulation. That's what I'm going to do. I think I was even thinking about doing that. So if I put in a liquid shutoff, there, and there, and I want a NOT gate between them. Oh, let me think about this. So if I put a temperature sensor up here, put a NOT gate between these so that one's on, one's off, that will then cycle petroleum through to keep the temperature up. That's the idea. Yeah, I think something like that. So this sends a green signal when it is below whatever temperature I set. That turns you on to send petroleum through this pipe. Otherwise, this pipe is open and it all goes out that way. And power-wise, back here at the main base, I actually turned these pumps off because the pressure in there got so low that I was just draining them completely. But I think now you've been active for a little bit. Where are you? Yeah, this thing just turns on and off. But my main water source is going to be over here, and this was... Oh, it's dormant. I'm like, this was starting to finally warm up this area, but it went dormant. I should have plenty of water stockpiled. And there we go. So you now run that way with the super hot petroleum. It gives off a bit of heat, this area gets warmer. And then once you say you're below, we'll just say 63, it'll then run some through, warm that up, and we'll make sure we keep getting slicksters. This is just going to be a massive cleanup. But yeah, I think I'm going to have everything flow off this side and try to keep it a slightly smaller volume, not just make a giant box. And then I guess I can crack that and clean the air as it goes by. You, however, I thought about keeping this because I thought I might need the radiation, but I just don't think so. So, yeah, let's just get rid of that. I boxed it in, and then I'm like, why? I'm going to make a nuclear reactor over here. I wonder what that vent is. That's probably my natural gas geyser. There's another gold volcano, and there should be, yep, another cobalt over here. So yeah, lots of stuff to find. No, you. 9. There, much better. To help with my power concerns, I'm like, I should probably collect this hydrogen somewhere. I mean, it's not going to be a huge amount, but anything is better than nothing. So we'll just make a few tanks. And move the vent. Something like that. After queuing this up, I realized I don't need to move the vent. If I just put a bridge there, I can force gas over into the tanks first. I just need my dupes to build them. And it looks like my dupes are done over here, so we want to do sweep only all. And basically just want to grab all the stuff that's sitting on top of everything and get it out of there. I can start to fill this in to force all the material out. And I just realized for food, I didn't just realize, but I realized a little bit ago, I've got slime and mushrooms. So this base can run off of a mushroom farm for quite some time once I get the metal tamer put in, then I can worry about food production. You should be... Oh, you got about another 4/10 of a degree, then you can see if that works. Oh, and we're almost ready to see what happens to polluted oxygen when it liquefies. Get another 10 or so degrees. Whenever I do a liquid hydrogen tank, I just always find it easier to just slowly work my way down to the temperature, because once you freeze it, it's really annoying to deal with. And this should be there. Come on, I just want to see a layer of liquid oxygen made out of polluted oxygen. There it is. Yep, just oxygen. It doesn't drop anything. That was really what I was wondering, because boiling polluted water gets you dirt and other stuff, but doing stuff to polluted oxygen just doesn't do anything. And it just flashes back into oxygen. I mean, it's a very energy-intensive way, but I guess that's a way of cleaning polluted oxygen if you have supercoolant and the time to liquefy it. But it does seem to work. And look at all my fresh, clean oxygen in there. And now we're gonna freeze it. How are these guys doing? Oh, they're doing a great job of cleaning up. Nice work, dupes. Well, they've got just about most of it cleaned up. This one still needs to be cleaned, but I can start queuing up the metal tamer and the steam turbines. I think I need 4. I think this will be a good basics. If I dump water there for the cobalt, dump water there for the thermal aqua tuner, that liquid then falls down here. I'll then have the loop of material boiling this water, which will hopefully keep this stuff from overheating. I'm worried about the copper volcano. And that's the thing that's going to produce the most heat. What I might do is take one steam turbine and run its output all the way down here. I don't know, let them get this built first, and we'll take a look at it. Oh, look at this. I finally used up all of my niobium. I've used some thermium. How much do I have? I have 25 tons of thermium. How much tungsten do I have? And 4 tons of tungsten. Well, luckily, Nisbet is out here collecting more tungsten for me, and I'm betting I can just do that. What gets me another 1,000? Yeah. Let's make another ton of niobium, and then that should get me up to like 40 or 50 tons of thermium, and that should be good. Over here, I'm just slowly cranking this down. I want this to just barely condense for a little bit. I just need to get the critters out of here before they get trapped in. Always a thing. How are you doing? Oh, we have liquid hydrogen. Just barely. Go for a little bit more. Fortunately, there wasn't another artifact here, but that's okay. Otherwise, everything seems to be working swimmingly. Just a big old construction project to get through. That's new. Apparently, the Santa shell drops shellfish, not meat. And then you get to cook shellfish, not just pacu fillets anymore. So, new critters, new food. I think it helps with radiation. While looking at my power issues, as noticed both of these are dormant, so this door is doing nothing. Luckily, there's quite a stockpile of hot igneous rock over here. Not quite enough to run anything, but any extra power is good. Alright, what do we got? Lots of kettle pips. Sand. We actually need sand. Over here. Just because I've got all of this oxygen to clean up. Well, I missed it, but at some point the petroleum ran through here and got this up to temperature. So that automation is now working. Awesome. And then we're going to put in some solar to get this whole thing started so I can start to get the pumps to get everything out of here. You're dormant, but I don't know for how long, so I don't want to crack that open. That's sealed, you're active, and you're active. So yeah, gas pump time. And there go the pumps. Well, two of them anyway. And I need to get polluted water over here in order to fill up the cooling loop. And this bit should be just about back with tungsten. And there it is, 4 gas pumps running. Yeah, it'd be nice if someone actually delivered the water I asked for. Okay, so solar over here is pretty bad. I think maximum I get at midday is 200 something. So these all turn off at night, but that's enough to get all the air to stabilize and then pump it out again. I then added some more temp shift plates because I'm worried about this gold volcano not quite vaporizing, but it should be okay. What are you doing, buddy? Alright, where is my polluted... Oh, that's why I don't have any polluted water. I didn't connect it. And then this should be... Yeah, this bit's back and they're dumping all of the tungsten over here. That looks like that was all of it. So we got another 5 tons of tungsten that gets damaged. And we're slowly getting liquid hydrogen. Oh, I believe that timed perfectly. I'm just now running out of power, but it looks like the vacuum's about to snake around. So let's get all this out of here, swept up, and then we can start cracking these open. And I want to do this. Where's gas pipes? And that one I don't need to get. Make sure the rotation does what it's supposed to do. Yep, that looks good. Come on, give me the sensor. Oh, and yeah, I just knew it was gonna become active before I opened it. Got a little bit of brine out of the printing pods. We got a good liquid lock. And we just gotta sweep everything else. There we go. A little bit of cobalt came out, but it looks like we're fine. And I think that water I accidentally mopped should get out of there. You now dump everything. We'll set you to, I don't know, 30. That went pretty darn smoothly. And you are now set so that nobody goes in there, and there should be enough water in here. If not, we'll dump some in. On to the little one. And then with this, I can do the combination aqua tuner, food storage, everything else I want. I'm not sure there's ever going to be a time when I can analyze these, because all 3 of them being dormant at the same time seems like it might not happen. But we got some steam, you're exchanging heat. Mostly just want to know what the overall temperature or pressure is going to be. But everything's got to get up to some sort of temperature first. Yeah, you're coming down. I don't think I was paying attention, but yeah, there's a giant pool of liquid carbon dioxide and probably even more frozen carbon dioxide. When that pops, I'm gonna be in for a pretty big mess, and this has gotta be my natural gas geyser. And that's my only beta hive. That's concerning. A lot more hydrogen. So I gotta figure out how to get in there and open that and not have it die, and get you for power, and yeah, not have my base die to an explosion of carbon dioxide. This I'm probably just gonna open. It's so cold down here, this running won't be an issue. Well, it looks like these have popped a couple of times, and 7 kilos is not gonna be enough. So if I dump in a bit of polluted dirt, or polluted water, it'll make a mess. But this sweeper should be able to pick it up. Okay, so I'm gonna dump in this full length of pipe. Oh, I might get a little bit of polluted oxygen in there, but the pressure should be high enough to stop that. Oh, no, because it's condensing. Well, we'll see how bad that screws me over. It appears like this is all working much better. This water stays as water because I'm dumping it on neutronium till it gets over here, so I guess that makes for pretty good cooling. And then that flashes it. Yeah, I'm gonna call that good. So, three different metal volcano tamer. And yeah, now that the pressure's up to 12 up here and 20 down here. Eventually, hopefully that'll all settle out. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I gotta get this one done, and then I can work on a proper power spike, and then it's time to get down into the nuclear. Hope you all just have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.